Almost every element is a separate photograph that I've taken. When I capture these elements in the bush, I come back, I load them onto my computer. I will deep etch, which means getting rid of all the background, and just save the bit of the image that I want to keep. I layer, I rearrange, I create the shadows. Some of my artworks will have over 300 layers. When people first see my work, they assume that it is a painting. But then when they get up really close, they realize that it would be very difficult to paint in such detail. I really wanted to focus on strictly Australian natives. I wanted to celebrate what we do have and protect what we're losing. I'm originally from Wyoming in the United States, a small town called Laramie, and I've been now living in Australia for, I guess, 27 years. I've had people tell me that they find bushwalking in Australia really boring because there aren't as many big glamorous flowers. I find it so not boring because I think I love the challenge of finding these little species. Homoranthus variety of plants really took me by surprise because they're absolutely minuscule. You know, we've got the flannel flower that's so furry, like flannel. The Grevillea scapigera is from Western Australia. I use that word awe and almost disbelief that it could be so beautiful and so unnoticed sometimes. We've got over 24,000 species in Australia, and about 1,400 of them are actually threatened with extinction, so that's quite a big percentage. The idea sort of developed in my mind, how could I photograph these species, draw awareness, and then create something that was actually beautiful to look at? And so it really made sense for me to look back at some of the old master artists and see what did they do with their floral bouquets. To me, it didn't feel complete with just the flora, so I thought, well, I'm going to incorporate threatened birds as well. But then I also wanted to recognize that we have a lot to celebrate still, so that's why the newer ones are brighter. It might be that just the birds are threatened amongst the other beautiful flora. I have so many photographs of plants and birds, probably 37,000, something like that. For me, I wouldn't find joy in using someone else's work. When I'm editing, I actually remember where I was, what the weather was like, and it's all part of the process. It's what sort of completes my work for me. And over time, it comes together, and then I'll think it's nearly done, and then I'll think, no, I need a bee. So then I'll be out looking for bees. Yeah, you could go on forever, and the artwork would never be finished. At some point, I just have to say, enough is enough, I'm happy. I have a lot of people who tear up when they see these works. It goes back to people's homes, and they talk about it, and they say, oh, can you believe that this is actually endangered now? We're in a biodiversity crisis. So I think there are little subtle ways you can spread awareness. I want to do it in a way that is positive and showcases the beauty. The beauty is very real to me.